tell me about being invited to be a part of the TV series
Stargate
SG-1?
SG-1. You know, it was a strange experience because we'd gone through the whole movie, and the language was, the big thing, and now that was turning, on its head. Now all of a sudden, Kasuf speaks English,
All of a sudden.
All of a sudden, yeah. So, okay, I figured that's one of those things I just got to make an adjustment in my head.
Daniel taught them. He was there for a while.
Super fast. And, Kasuf just had a way with languages.
Yep. Okay.
But then, it became like, okay, so what's the dialect now? And I didn't want to do the whole thing about like a Middle Eastern dialect. Why should it be? He's learning from someone who speaks, and he's learning it phonetically. So, man, there are things to take into consideration when you're playing with that. So that never quite sat. I was never in a comfortable place as an actor with that part of it, and it was different being now all of a sudden this world that I knew that was like that has gone out into all kinds of different directions and stuff. So it was sort of a little bit of the old and a lot of the new, and a different genre. We're now in television land.
Did you have trouble recognizing it? I mean, aside from the fact that you're now speaking a whole new language. Did you have trouble recognizing what it was that you had been a part of, or was it like, no, this is Stargate. It's just grown up more.
It was. It's Stargate gone into. It would be like my life in India and now my life in America. It's going to be different. Your dialect changes. You don't say can't anymore. You say can't. You don't say maths anymore. You say math. You don't drive on the right side, on the left side of the road anymore, or you get killed. That's those types of things.
So my understanding was that you were invited back for the pilot, but there was a scheduling conflict.
Not for the pilot.
Okay.
It was for a later episode. Yeah, and I was doing Dragon at the time.
Okay, yes. Yeah, because you come in Secrets in season 2. And with Vaitiari Bandera, who is now playing your daughter, Shari. And I thought that was a wonderful episode. My problem was that when we would see you, we wouldn't get you for very long. You were there to facilitate the stories, and that was kind of my frustration.
Yeah, yeah. I did feel like that it was a little bit of that.
But at the same time,
I was happy to be
you what now?
I was happy to be associated with it, and get to play with those guys. It was a different and a fun set, fun cast. It was good times, and Vancouver's beautiful.
It is indeed. They have taken this franchise and they have made it so accessible to so many people around the world. And I can't wait for MGM to start working on the next whatever it is going to be through Amazon. We're just waiting for the right time to come along. So
yeah, I wish that we would. I wish we'd see more old-fashioned sci-fi like Star Trek and films of that era. I think there was a naivete and but I yearn for that. I just feel like we've gotten so blasé about so many things, about it, that it's not shocking anymore to hear about a 14-year-old kid shooting someone in the face, thinking nothing of it. They've done it in video games. And I just fear where Hollywood has really chosen to put its energy into storytelling. What kind of stories are we telling now? And with a partisan divide, now you see movies that are this or that,
Yeah, it's crystal clear. You're either for us or you're against us with this one. So and
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
these should bring us together.
Exactly.
The cinema is a place where we should be able to get together and embrace a story that is common enough to all of us that we can go back and say, even if it's just, that was a fun time, wasn't it? Oh, I don't necessarily agree with you as a person, but we enjoyed that, didn't we? What are the common threads that we had with that?
Right. Does that bonding thing, and also the informative value of how people are depicted on screen. And I got a slight tangent here, but this was something that, as a young actor representing, taking on Indian, Middle Eastern, kind of any foreign, Eastern European kind of country, but I always, I always felt a obligation to portray them as, as humanly as possible, find humor, find the moments that make them more than just a dialect, and I had a rule of thumb, because I have this conversation and sometimes argument with directors about just how far to go with the accent, or the head shake, or with no, yeah, do that, no, do
so cliche.
Yeah, the times when, but if you take away the dialect, is that character still fun? And if not, then that's racist. If the only thing funny about that character is the dialect, then you need another writer. Huh?
Absolutely. The character has to the character has to show humanity in and of themselves, not just be a, just a costume on a stick, giving off a certain accent.
So, and exactly, flavor, that's, and I don't, what I love, I remember there were a couple of, but NCIS, the first episode I did of that, I forget which one it was, but I played this Egyptian character, and they turn all the stereotypes on its head. The guy says, "Oh, isn't it time for you to pray?" And he goes, "I don't know, Presbyterians, we don't really have a time."
That's great. Thanks for watching this clip from Dial the Gate. You can find the full live stream shows on our YouTube channel, or visit dialthegate.com for the complete schedule. See you on the other side.